So here we have the Audi A3 on a 65 plate. I'm firstly going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside. From the outside, you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off firstly inside that boot space. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in. And as I mentioned, we'll run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. Now that we've done a full circle though, you can see it's a fantastic looking car the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, I'm going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the centre, you can see the total miles for the car. They are 73,134. You can change the information that's displayed above that for various bits of trip computer and fuel economy information. You have other menus available to you as well, including a digital readout for the speedometer, as you can see. If we back out to the steering wheel next, the buttons I was just using a second ago are over here. We have our stereo controls over on the right hand side, cruise control on this stalk down here, and behind the steering wheel the minus and plus paddle so that you can change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. Over into the centre next, we have the main screen for the car. The first thing that I want to show you is that this screen will fold down at the push of a button, or when you start the car up it will open out automatically. At the moment, we are on our tone settings menu, but we can go back to the main menu where you can access any of these options. The movement that I'm making on the screen is being done using this dial just here. These 4 buttons relate to the 4 corners of the screen, so become useful within certain menus, and you can access some directly. For example, we're now on the radio menu. You can see there with regards to the radio, we have DAB, FM and AM. The 4 corners of the screen I mentioned are just here. So if we go back to the main menu, go to media where you listen to your own music. That top right hand corner is the menu that we're in at the moment, that gives us our different sources for listening to music. So SD memory card, CD player, Audi's multimedia interface, and Bluetooth audio as well. You've also got satellite navigation, nice clear color display as you can see, and you can pair your phone from here as well, of course. Working our way down, we can change the driving setup of the car. So you're able to put the vehicle, and you can do it on the screen as well, but you're able to put the vehicle into individual, dynamic, auto, comfort and efficiency modes. Most of the time you'd probably be in auto, where the car decides how it sets up for you as you drive along, and you can change it here as well. That button is the button for the screen. We have traction control, hazard warning lights, and this button turns off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. That system is off when that light shows. We then have our dual zone climate control. Fan speed, which you can increase and decrease from here. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. You can turn your air conditioning off and on again. Or just hit auto. The car will do everything for you to maintain the temperatures you've asked for. You can manually override that whenever you wish to. Underneath that, we have a 12-volt charging socket, 2 cup holders, the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, and then the main volume for the stereo just there. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.